Okay, today, guys, we're going to be talking about trendy words and phrases and what these guys think about them. So you're going to either give me a yay or a nay. Like, you like it, you use it, or you wouldn't use it, you hate it, it makes you feel icky inside. All right, so the first one, portmanteaus of months of the year. So, for example, like Veganuary.
Yeah.
Or Movember. I've got a couple of other ones. Stoptober, I've heard as well.
Yeah.
And dry Jan.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a portmanteau is when you have two words, put them together, make a new word. How do they make you feel? Like Movember, moustache, and November. How do they make you feel? Are you into it?
I mean, because like November is like not the month which is special. So November is usually considered a bit boring because it was like right before Christmas. So there's nothing much happening. So I think at least November kind of makes November like quite special.
Okay.
Which make it sound more exciting.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm alright.
I see that.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? If someone said to you, I'm doing Veganuary, like vegan January.
It's the annoying person in the office.
Right.
That would say, It's like an instant red flag for me. It's like, okay, we're not going to be friends. If you say Veganuary in Movember, like, there's nothing special in your life.
But I heard like Movember is like there are lots of charity things going on.
It's a charity, yeah.
So it's very good thing. So it's for good. It's like good deed. So
right.
I wouldn't really disagree on that. So,
okay, so you're a yay, I'm hearing.
Yeah.
You're a hard nay.
Hard nay. I think it started with Movember as the charity, and then it's kind of people have co-opted it in other ways.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there's another trend that I see on Instagram of people just making up new words from actual words. So, for example, hollybobs. So it's not holidays, it's hollybobs.
What is bob?
Okay, we're going to need to explain this. I don't know, like drinky poos. So it's not going for drinks, it's drinky poos. So it's kind of playfully changing words to make them more...
Yeah, it's playful, it's not fun. Let's make that distinction.
Right.
Like, yeah.
So why do people do it? What's the... Oh, I'm just going for a drinky poos with
Wow.
the gang. Why do people say it? To make it light-hearted? To make it fun?
I think one of the reasons would be because that word is being said so frequently and so much, so people just can't help making variations.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, because especially like in British culture, like drinks. When we go for drinks, yeah, it's like, okay, yeah, great.
Yeah.
You say that most nights.
And also, like, there's Elizabeth line in London, and people start to say Lizzie line.
The Lizzie line,
even though it's a new one.
Well, yeah. So related to that, when there was the Platinum Jubilee, they said Platty Jubes.
Oh,
celebrating the Platty Jubes. Now, this is something there's more frequent. So, like Mackie D's instead of McDonald's.
Yeah.
There's a park here called Victoria Park, so Vicky P. For the pandemic, it was Panny D.
Panny D?
Yeah. I bet this makes you curl up in a ball of fury.
I'm not a fan.
Not a fan.
Are you?
I use like Mackie D's or Vicky P. I use some of them. Some of them make me cringe, yeah.
But, okay, no. The thing itself, I don't have a problem with. It's the way people say it so happily. I just don't like people's cheerfulness.
Why? You can be happy.
You can be happy. You can be cheerful. Just don't do it around me.
That doesn't make you happy.
But on social media, you're seeing it on social media. Is that
so negative?
Yeah, why are you being so negative?
I don't know.
Okay, boomer.
Oh, you dropped that.
Help me.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, but you're not a fan. I'm sensing you don't like this playfulness of language.
No, because again, it's that person in the office that thinks they're being like cheeky and fun and
Right.
silly, but it's just so annoying.
Okay. I see that.
It's the annoying person in your office that would say these.
I agree on the statement that like it's not really appropriate to bring those things into the workplace where you need to be professional.
Okay.
Yeah, because like using those like shortened and slang doesn't really make you sound like trustworthy or professional.
Interesting.
But some young people try to look trendy and cool. So people sometimes unnecessarily use them too much.
I don't think this is a young person thing to
even
I would say this is like...
This is a millennials thing, I think, and older maybe.
Yeah, I don't think anyone younger than a millennial would use these words.
Yeah.
well, they're already old.
They'd have to be like really annoying to use them. If they're, like, there's no reason for a Gen Z person to use these.
It reminds me of there's a scene in Mean Girls where she's like, "That's fetch."
Yeah.
She's putting in the fetch, and the character goes like, "Stop trying to make fetch a thing." Like, and I feel like people just try to create new words just to put them into existence. So it kind of feels like that, like you're just making up words just for the fun of it. Like, you know, hollybobs is like people are just trying to make that up.
Yeah, I think I would use those words when I get a bit lazy while texting. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but not in the real life English.
Interesting.
But hollybobs has more letters than holiday.
Yeah.
It's harder to.
Would you? Have you heard hollybobs
But I get
before?
bored texting
Ah.
and lazy and bored at the same time.
So this is it, maybe. So like, this is like people just trying to insert some fun into words because they get bored saying holiday.
Don't you agree that hollybobs is like in the same word soup as my fur baby?
Yes, yeah, very much so. Which is like your pet, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you feel about that?
No, great.
That's a name for you as well.
It's a hard name for me.
So which word do you agree?
Of
Agree.
those ones?
Yeah.
Like Crimbo? Would you say Crimbo for Christmas?
God, no.
Happy Crimbo.
Happy Crimbo. I have said that.
Oh, God.
I must admit.
Which word do you approve?
Where's the list?
I mean, I just wrote down a whole bunch of words here. Can you use another phrase?
I've probably said drinky poos. I've probably said that once.
Yeah.
Unironically, I've probably said it.
All right, let me give you another phrase, which is interesting. So when people say like, "I was today years old when and then discovered something new." So for example, I was writing down like, "I was today years old when I discovered that peanuts weren't nuts." How do you feel about starting a phrase with "I was today years old"?
I would say it's quite a creative way of saying that, to be honest.
Yeah,
I wouldn't have like said like those. I wouldn't have used such phrases. Yeah, if I were to like discover something. So I would say it's quite creative though.
Okay.
Yeah. What about you? You disagree?
Only because it's like so overused. Like whenever you see a video and it's someone teaching something new, they'll inevitably be that comment like, "Oh, I was today years old when I realised that whatever." But it's because I see it so much. It's more of a reminder of how much I'm on social media. Like I probably would be fine with it if I was just on social media less. It's a perfectly fine thing to say.
Yeah, if it's overused, that could be less fun.
I think that's it, right? I think it's just the
overuse of it.
The overuse of it,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Okay, so it's a nay for you, and it's a yay for you.
Yeah,
Right.
that's quite creative.
There's definitely some differences going on here.
Yeah.
All right, there's another one I see a lot on Instagram, which is this one, referring to your partner. So, for example, like, a picture of you and your partner went to Mallorca with this one, or date night with this one, and it's just a picture of your partner. So it's not like their name, like whatever, like went to Mallorca with Shana or whatever. It's like went to Mallorca with this one. How do you feel about that?
So you actually use the phrase "this one"?
This one, yeah, I see it a lot. Have you seen it? How do you feel about it?
Not even this person.
No, this one. And it's like, it's supposed to be cute. Like, oh, this one.
It's not cute.
Like,
Wow.
here's my partner, this one.
Yeah, but where does the cuteness come from?
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, isn't it indicating an object though when you say this one?
Technically, yeah.
Right?
Sure.
But it's kind of like said with that face of like, this one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
this
You
one.
really have to read
Oh.
the context.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But again, it's like that overused expression. It's like, say anything else.
Yeah.
Anything else.
Okay.
I think like once out of 100 times
Yeah.
could be considered cute, but if someone just always like says like this one for every single story or post,
Yeah.
that would be quite nay for me.
Okay, what about the use of the word cheeky for everything? So, oh, cheeky drink after work. Oh, cheeky Nando's. I mean, you're a big fan of that phrase.
Chicken Nando's.
Oh, cheeky weekend away with my with this one.
That sounds like if like someone like overuses cheeky, that would seem like someone trying really hard to sound trendy or cool.
This is my problem with the other expressions. It's like it's trying too hard to like be like friendly and relatable, but it just comes across as like uncreative and kind of dumb.
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to be like too cool, so you're cheeky laptop.
Yeah.
Right. Oh.
I feel like,
Is it like
cheeky had its
uncool?
moment.
But
It's still in the moment.
I use it. Yeah. Is it just again overuse? Is that maybe the?
I like cheeky enough to want to protect it so people don't overuse it to kill it.
Okay, I get that.
So if the context really fits,
Yeah.
and if the context is
Yeah.
perfect,
Yeah.
that's okay. But sometimes people use cheeky for just every single thing.
Right.
And if that's the case, that wouldn't even, that would far from being cool.
Yeah. Like, oh, do you want a cheeky cup of tea? It's like there's no need for a cheeky
Yeah,
cup of tea.
cup of tea is
Yeah.
nothing
Just a cup of tea.
really
Cheeky,
special.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the essence of cheeky is it's spontaneous. It's a bit, and it's maybe a bit naughty. Can be sometimes,
Yeah.
like a cheeky pint or a cheeky cigarette or those kinds of things. Okay, a couple more. The use of like shortening phrases like hun, honey, hubby, the wife. I don't know, all those kinds of phrases. How do you feel about? Oh, are you okay, hun? I mean, I think that's probably more of a female thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm quite like okay with like all those variations of, term of endearments. I would say, because there are really like lots of like different words and variations to that.
Yeah.
So I think I'm okay with that.
Like hubby, for example, some people do find that quite annoying instead of husband.
Hubby definitely comes from the same thing as hollybobs.
Yeah.
Me and the hubby went on hollybobs.
Yeah.
Oh God, get out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hubby's annoying.
Okay.
How do you feel about hubby?
Hobby
Yeah.
is a husband.
If you were referred to as, me and the hubby,
Yeah. So you and the husband.
how does that hit you?
I mean, that sounds cute. Yeah.
That's where it
'Cause
starts.
it's E, right?
That's where it starts.
Yeah. So the Y there, the hubby is supposed
Yeah.
to add a bit of cuteness to it.
Yeah.
What about the concept of living my best life? So I see that on Instagram, like a picture of someone on the beach, and they're like living my best life. How does that make you feel?
I mean, if it's really something spectacular or like fantastic, you can definitely caption that. But like, you go to a Starbucks in your place, and like, living my best day with a frappuccino or something like that.
So it's a threshold determined by you, like how impressed are you about this thing? So going to Starbucks, that doesn't impress Billy, right? But going to the Maldives, okay, that impresses me. Living your best life. I think is that how it works?
Like overusing the phrase again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. So it's all about just with the proper context, I would say.
Have you ever used living my best life?
Not sincerely, only like sarcastic. Have you?
No. Maybe as like humorously, and because I don't know, like I'm not in the Maldives, but I'm like doing something that brings me a lot of joy.
Or like for me, like when I go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, like a really fancy one.
So true. Yeah.
Or living my best life.
Yeah. So we went for a dim sum, and like there was loads of dim sum, and it all arrived. I was like, we're living our best life.
Yeah.
Like this right now.
I'm about to start it.
Yeah. Okay. So we can accept that's maybe a vague yay on that one.
I feel like you're supposed to use it more of like in a bragging way, like look what I'm doing and you're not. I'm living my
if it's
best
on social
life.
media, yeah.
Okay.
Can I also add one more for that?
Yeah.
I also see the phrase being used, which is YOLO.
Oh, okay.
So many times. So you put YOLO for almost everything.
Right.
Yeah. Like.
Is that a generational thing? Or is that across the generations?
I think it's more like a younger generation thing.
Okay.
At least in Asian countries. Yeah, because like older generations used to be like they are thought to be like the generation who had to go through suppression or they had to sacrifice themselves.
Okay.
But like Gen Z is like they now are being like they pursue what they really want to do.
Right.
So it's more like YOLO vibe.
So it really is. They're YOLOing for the generations.
Yeah,
right?
but again, like you don't really say YOLO for having a frappuccino at Starbucks or like doing your winter clothing shopping for that.
Yeah. That's fair. So what would truly be YOLO? Like skydiving or something?
Yeah.
Truly.
Or like me moving to the UK after giving up everything, after wrapping up everything in Korea.
You're living your YOLO life.
Yeah, like life-turning decision.
Yeah.
Did the word YOLO make its way into Korean? Like, do Korean people use English
we
word
say,
YOLO?
oh, YOLO, YOLO.
Cool.
Yeah, YOLO life.
Wow, that's cool. What about FOMO? Is FOMO,
FOMO.
is that a thing in Korea?
I don't think so. Yeah, there's not even like a direct translation for that. So I think FOMO is quite a Western thing, English thing.
You must have it though.
The concept?
We have that kind of sentiment.
Yeah. But there's no expression for it?
Yeah, we don't really name that feeling.
Alright guys, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.